everybody, Rebecca and Alfie here. We've got your first steps yoga. You don't need a dog, but you can add yours in if you want. So I'll see how long Alfie sticks around. So put your dog down to the ground, okay, sit down, and I'm just going to teach you a few simple moves that's going to get you started learning a little bit about yoga if you're brand new or maybe you're revisiting. So when you first start a yoga class, it's really important just to do some big breath in and out, okay? So everybody inhaling through the nose. Okay, so 1, and he's off already. 2, 3, breathe in. Hold up a little bit more, sip up a little bit more air. That's it, breathe in, open up those lungs. And then as you breathe out, I want you to do a big for me, okay? So you're just fogging, okay, like a mirror beneath you. So let's just do one more to start. That's it, breathe in for 3, 2, 1. Sip up a little bit more air, open up that chest and hold. And that's it, breathe out. Okay, nice work everyone. So it's just a nice breathing exercise to do just to get your mind focused. Okay, so the first thing what I want you to do, okay, is you're going to come down, okay, you're going to go into your warrior 1. Okay, so it's coming up to here. So to get into it first, you're going to come down, you're going to hold this plank position. So it's really important that your hands are directly underneath your elbows, underneath your shoulders, okay, and you're squeezing those glutes and you're going to drop that butt down so it's not sticking in the air. And what you're going to do is tilt forward, okay, so hold it there for me, that's it, squeeze, and then you're going to come down and you're going to hover. Just hover across, okay, the modified version is you're going to come down to your knees. So you want to hold it here, and then with a big breath in, you're going to swoop up and look up to the sky. That's it, really good, so just stretching out that back. Okay, so the next step is you're going to come down into your downward dog. So tuck those toes underneath and then stretch up. So you want to work your heels down into the ground, just depending on how flexible you are. You're going to find that one leg it comes down naturally to the floor quicker, okay, but that's okay. It's all just about progress. You really want to have your hands nice and wide, okay, try and arch that back a little bit and just pedal out that dog for me. So just bending one knee at a time. That's it, just keep looking at those thighs. You can listen to the sound of my voice to go through this video. You don't have to keep looking at the screen. So stretch out those arms, okay, slight back bend, and then we're gonna come up nice and high on those tippy toes. Okay, so we're then gonna bend those knees, come down to the ground, and then really stretch out. This is our bear pose, okay? So hold it here, and then bring that hip up to the sky, and then drop those heels down. So let's practice that again. So you're in your downward dog, okay? Just walk out, pedal out, those feet to try and press those heels down into the ground. It's all just a process. Remember, it's practice. It's not perfect. So come up high onto those tippy toes and then squeezing down. So you come to that mat, just hold it here, stretch out that back, and then up, and then bring those heels down. Okay, great job. Now into this position, you're going to go back into that high plank. We're going to go through a flow. Okay, so you do lots of these through your yoga classes, okay, and workouts. So let's get to grips with this flow. So you come here, you're a nice plank, squeeze down those elbows, and then reach through. Try and keep those thighs up off the ground, squeeze up, and then tucking those hips underneath, and then pushing those heels back into the ground. So that's called a flow. So you ready to do another one? Okay, we practiced, and let's go. So up, high into the plank, squeeze it there, squeeze those glutes, tilt a little bit further forward, bring down, hover, and then sweep through, lift those thighs up off the ground, and then tuck under, and then breathe. Good job. Okay, just press those heels down into the ground. Now, you might have heard this move before. It's called a warrior 1. So to how we get into it, okay, you're going to stretch up the back of the right leg, okay? So just stretch it out to like a wide split. And then you're going to swoop the leg through, okay, and let it land with your knee on top of your foot, okay? So all you want to do is then plant that foot back, okay, and you're going to sweep up to the sky. So just hold it up, and what you want to try and do each time is move those hips, okay? So those hips want to be facing straight forward. So this workout, guys, is just going to be giving you a few simple moves of how you can actually put them into, the full yoga workout. So stretch up. Okay, try and get that back leg nice and straight. Watch that knee doesn't go over the toe. And then lift up, breathe. Okay, and then coming down. So those hands are planted either side of that foot. You come back into that high plank, okay? over, and then squeeze down, lift up, come down to your knees if you need to, and then breathe in, and as you exhale, come back into that downward dog. Okay, you ready to try the other side? So that leg goes up, okay, and try and push that heel down at the same time. Straighten both legs, and then swoop that leg through. Okay, now when you're nice and comfortable, plant that back foot down on the ground, making sure that your hips are going to be straight forward. And you're going to swoop up into that warrior one. Take a big breath in. Just adjust those hips for me. So making sure that both are facing forward, and that's it, come down. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Okay, back down into that downward dog, into the high plank. Now this time I want you to come down, okay? I'm going to stretch out that back. So your hands want to be underneath your elbows, okay, underneath by your armpits, and you're going to keep your feet flat down onto the ground. So really try and push them down, and at the same time, you're going to inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to lift up. So really squeezing that back in, lift up nice and high, keep those glutes squeezed together. Try and push up that back a little bit more and push those feet down into the ground. Okay, 3, 2, 1. As you come down, your head goes first down, your forehead, and then you tilt to the side, and then I just want you to leave your arms out to the side, and that's it. Just take a big breath in and out. Okay, great job. Next one, you're going to put your hands behind your back. The same thing, but we're going to lift our legs up as well. Okay, so as you exhale, you're going to inhale, and then exhale, you're going to lift up. So really squeezing that back together. Try and lift those shoulders up off the ground. Breathe in for 3, 2, 1. Come down to the ground, and then just take it into a child's pose. So a child's pose is often an exercise that they use lots in yoga. If you need to rest at any time, just drop down into this pose. So you want to kind of like be sitting onto your heels. Your knees are wide apart, probably about where your mat is. And then you just want to lie down, okay, and drop that head down onto the mat. So taking a big breath in, and then exhale. Great job. Okay, we're going to come up to standing. Okay, so just gently come up, roll all the way up, and we're going to take it into the warrior 2. So you've heard of warrior 1. Okay, that's when both of our hips are facing forward. Okay, and then warrior 2, you're going to come out to the side. So here you want to make sure that your pelvis is tucked underneath. Okay, so just keep looking at the alignment. It doesn't matter how far or how low you can go. You know, all these crazy yoga poses that people can do are so amazing, but they all started somewhere, and this is where you guys are going to start today. Okay, so just come over to one side for me and just hold this position. Now, when your body is really, really activated, you're holding everything really nice and still and tight, you're going to start to feel your body changing. So if you're just kind of like this, then that's not going to do much, okay? So let's everyone change and bring up, and then really go down into that front leg. Keep those hips tucked underneath. Okay, great job. Now with this front arm, what I want you to do is just lift up, okay, and come to the sky. Okay, now just watch on your balance. If you want to, you can put your arm here. Okay, that's going to help too. And that's it. So just pull for 3, 2, 1. Come back over to the side. Nice work. Okay, let's try the other side. So coming down, okay, tilt that pelvis underneath, nice and squeeze it nice and tight. Open up those arms, give me a smile, and then just bend down. Make sure that you're getting nice and really secure and stable, because the next move, that tends to throw you off balance. And if you can't do it, no problem. I want you to stay here. So tighten those arms nice and still for me. And then with this front arm here, you're just going to lift up, putting this arm here, and then just lift it up slightly. You can go a little bit further back, but for now, I just want you to rest your hand here and then look up. Okay, big breath in, and then as you exhale, let's bring it back into this, into our warrior 2. Great job, everybody. Okay, squeeze in, and then come back. Okay, and then slowly just walk your feet in. Okay, great. So you've done child's pose, you've done a downward dog, you've done cobra, you've done bear pose, you've done all these amazing poses. We're gonna do one more minute, okay? I'm gonna take you through a crescent. So your arms are going to be up in the air. You can see that my fingers are locked like this. I'm going to breathe in, and then slightly I'm going to come to the side. Now you really want to make sure that your arms are squeezed behind the back of your head. So it doesn't matter how far that you come down, but I want you to squeeze in, nice and tall, and then almost kind of you go into the back corner. and you're going to be knocking someone off the mat the next to you. Okay, so lift that chin up, take a big breath in and extend, and then bend a little bit more. That's it. Good job, guys. Keep holding it here for 3, 2, 1. Back up to the sky. Okay, nice work. Keep those arms lifted for me. Keep them up. So squeezing in, and then we're going to come over to the side. Okay, so just trimming down that waist. Think about going to that back left corner. Breathe in, and then extend over. That's it. Nice job. Just hold it here. Keep pushing a little bit further. Squeeze those elbows behind the head. Knocking that person over next to you. Let's do one more inhale and exhale. And then come, and then just put your hands down into prayer, and then rotate those shoulders. Okay, great job. Now let's just stretch out that back. Okay, so the last one is you're just going to put your hands onto your hips. Okay, and I just want you to look up to the sky. This is really important that you squeeze your legs and you squeeze your glutes, okay? This is what's going to support your back. So it's just a very light back bend. Make sure you keep breathing, because obviously when you come back up, you don't want to be dizzy. Okay, great work, everybody. Shake it out. You have just got your first steps into yoga. It's amazing, guys. Now we have so many more workouts coming. We have intermediate, we have advanced yoga. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, get your newsletter, because RO Healthy has got so much more for you, and Alfie is only just a footstep away.